No, I haven't been procrastinating this video by listening to Mamma Mia soundtrack. You have. What? Hey, what's up, guys? Steph, and let me apologize in advance if you can hear yelling in the background. I am babysitting again, and they don't listen to me, so there's that. Also, I'm still kind of sick. When will it end? I don't know. DMV is a harbor of germs and disease. Don't go there at all costs, because I went and I haven't been well in over a week. Anyway, welcome to my October wrap-up, which is weird to be posting it like already a week into November. Ooh, I don't like it. I already said, it's only been a few days since I said I'm going to start doing 2 videos a week. But I already missed like doing 3 just so I could have things like this. So on the 30th, I could have done my NaNoWriMo video, and then I could have had a wrap-up on the 2nd, but now it's like the 5th, and it's like, ugh, I hate it. I know it doesn't matter. I know people post like wrap-ups late all the time, but I hate it. I hate the new constrictions of 2 videos a week, but I want to try and stick with it. Although, like I said, some bonus videos will happen because spontaneous news is spontaneous, and yeah, but so far, it's stressing me out, man. Anyway, we're here to talk about the books I read in October, talk about the books I bought in October, which it started out cool, and then it was like a total mess mid-October, and 2 books that I pre-ordered for really cheap ended up having to be re-pre-ordered for not so cheap, so that was fun. Let's talk about the books that I bought first, then we'll get into the ones that I actually read, though most of them overlap anyway, but we'll get to that. So for books I bought, I have 6, 4 of which were in one go, and then 2 of which were kind of in another go, technically. So, first one's from the Goodwill by where I work. That place is dangerous, especially after I get paid. So I got a short little Doctor Who book, I can't pronounce names, but it's a Doctor Who book that I got over there. It was really cool. I'm afraid to take off the stickers because, like, it's an older book, and I don't want to ruin the back of it, so I've left the sticker on that one. Next up, I have Dilbert's Guide to the Rest of Your Life by Scott Adams. Now, I used to love the Dilbert comic because my dad got the paper. So I would always like go in there, steal the comics page, and just, I loved the comics. And I always remember the Dilbert comics. They weren't my favorite, but I did like love reading them. One of my favorites was probably Pearls Before Swine. And, oh, what's the one little army one? I can't think of any of their names, but there were like 3 specific ones I can think of. And it's one with the family, it was weird like watching the brother go through high school and he's in college, and the little sister growing up, and the grandma and the dad, and then there was the one military one, and I don't know, Pearls Before Swine is the one I remember the most because when I was in 3rd grade, I used to make my own Pearls Before Swine comic strips and force my 3rd grade teachers to read them. I'm sorry, but thank you for being supportive, 3rd grade teachers. Next up, an activist survival guide of James Cameron's Avatar. This one just looks damn cool, and for some reason there's also a photo that I'm sure whoever donated the book did not mean to be left in here, but there is a Christmas photo of 2 random blonde children. So I should probably get rid of that. I don't know. I would love to give it back to whoever it is, but it's from Goodwill, so I have no idea. Anyway, it's just like a thing, like background on the movie Avatar by James Cameron, so yeah, that's that one. It just looked cool and it caught my eye. Next is one that goes with one that I've had and I've been slowly reading over the past few months, and that's the Killer Book of Cold Cases. And I have the Killer Book of Serial Killers. I've made videos talking about serial killers with that one as a base, that book as a basis, and going into other details and stuff like that. And then I did not even know that there was a Killer Book of Cold Cases. Goodwill is always so good to me when it comes to killer books, because Goodwill, not the one I work, but Goodwill is where I found the Killer Book of Serial Killers, and then another Goodwill is where I found the Killer Book of Cold Cases, and I am a big fan of cold cases and things like that, hence why I loved reading about the Golden State Killer case, why like the progress in that case is so interesting to me. I also like just like watching those true crime shows with cold cases and cold files, and like all those things like that. I love it, and I'm really into it. Next up, I got the beautiful, the lovely Dear Evan Hansen. Getting you was such a pain, but reading you was so beautiful. I love this book. I have 2 whole videos on this. One where I reviewed it spoiler-free, I'll leave it in the icon. And then one where I just did like a full spoiler, like review, reaction, and just talking about it like as I'm reading it. That one is half an hour long, so if you have time, grab some popcorn and a snack. It'll be down in the description below if you do want to check that out. I don't blame you if you don't. It's a long one, and I just love this book so much. The stuff it adds to the musical is just fantastic. It is exactly what I wanted from this book. Next up is one I'm very, very happy to have, and it's just so cute. I love it so much, and that's Good Morning, Good Night by Lin-Manuel Miranda and illustrated by Johnny Sun. It was so good. I know the tweets are free, and honestly, why pay for something that's already up on the internet? Because I want to support these creators, and plus, I just love it. It's so cute. Look at it. Look at their author illustrations. It's so cute. And then Johnny Sun's illustrations to go with it. I love his art style, so hell yes, I'm getting another book he's illustrated. I really want to get Everyone's an Alien When You're an Alien too. I've read it, but I don't own it yet, but I want to. It's on my list. I love his stuff. And I love that these two collabed. This has been a book I've been waiting for ever since Lynn announced it. And it's like, yes, I have it. It's so awesome. And it's so small and cute. I love it. Alright, I guess we should get into the books that I have read this month. And there's actually quite a few. I read 4 in full. And then I half read 2. One I finished yesterday, which they filmed is November 2nd. So November 1st I did finish one, and that was the Dilbert one. So it doesn't count for this one. It counts for my next one. Another one I half finished this month was Breathers by who? S.G. Brown. This one's okay. It's like an adult novel with zombies. And the prejudice against zombies because they are very similar to people. They still interact with the living world. They're not totally shot down oh, it's an apocalypse, but they just come back and they're extremely discriminated against, and there's laws against them, but there's no laws protecting them, stuff like that. So it's very interesting. It's kind of a slow read. I get it because there's zombies. I did want to read it this month, but I only got to page 82 so far, chapter 14. So I still have a bit. I will try to read it in November, but we have NaNoWriMo going on, so not sure how far I'll get in. Now to the books I read in full. And one being Dead City by who? James Ponti. This one is a middle grade novel that I was originally going to give 3 stars, but then there is a twist that I did not see coming. I was not expecting, and so it got bumped up to 4 stars just for that twist. And I think this is the start of a series because it very much felt like that at the end. I wasn't really interested if there was going to be a second book. I was like, it's okay. But as soon as we got to the end, I was like, damn it, he got me! It is about this teenager who is enlisted to help serve and protect and fight zombies. And that's about it. Dead City is this subterranean world of zombies. So they don't like being called that, so don't say that to their face. It's really interesting and it's really fun. And if you're into middle grade novels, you're looking for a zombie read, I'd recommend it. It's pretty fun. Next up on my Kindle, I also read, The Second Wave by Krista Street. And this one was an ARC I got, so I was an early reviewer for it. Oh, it was so good. It added so much to the storyline. I don't know if you can see it's that third one. Do I have the cover? Let me bring that up as I talk. So this book follows with her series, the Mackenzie series, that is all out on Amazon, by the way, if you want to snag it. I believe they're 99 cents each, maybe $3.99. Go check it out. It's worth the read. It's pretty fun. It's about disease, a virus, and if you can somehow survive after being infected, you change. You have these different abilities. It's really cool. It's kind of X-Men-y, and I'd recommend it because I loved it. There's 4 or 5 books counting this little prequel novel. There it is. I'll leave it up here in case the camera needs to adjust. But anyway, what it is this is the before the main story takes place, which is after the first 2 waves. So this is the second wave. The second wave is where we meet one of our main characters. We meet him in the main storyline, but in this one we really get his backstory as to how he became a Kazi, how he got infected with Mackenzie, and how his life changed forever in just a matter of days. And it really added to the story. It really added to his backstory as a character. I enjoyed it so much. It was heartbreaking. It was really good. It was a short read, but it really immersed you and grabbed you in, especially if you read this series and you know this character already and you've been with him for a bit. My goodness, it was very, very good. A very good addition to the series. And then not just that, a few days after this came out, about a week or 2 after it came out, Krista Street announced that she's going to do more with the Forgotten Children series, which was her series before this one. And I am so excited, you guys don't understand. I'm stoked. As I mentioned, I did read Dear Evan Hansen. There are reviews up on my channel. I've already linked them. I also read Good Morning, Good Night by Lin-Manuel Miranda and Johnny Sun, both when they were originally posted on Twitter and in the book. And it's adorable, and there's some amazing artwork coming out of this because people have started coloring in some of Johnny's illustrations in here. And those artworks on Twitter are so beautiful. The colors, the vibrancy, the things they add to it. It's just really nice, and I really dig that. So if you haven't seen that, go check out Johnny Sun's Twitter feed, because he's been quote tweeting a few, and they're beautiful. Actually, I think that's it. I think that's everything from this month. It was nice to have read 4 books, although I did read them all towards the end of the month. First part of the month, no reading happened. Then it's like the 18th hit. I was like, bam! 1 day for Dear Evan Hansen. Bam! 1 day for Good Morning and Night. Bam! A couple days for, what's it called? Dead City. Like, bam! A couple days for Krista Street's book. And then I was done. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys had an awesome October reading month. And I did not get to nearly the amount of zombie books that I wanted to read, but I read 1.5, so at least I got somewhere with it. Let me know down in the comments how your reading month went and what you're planning to read this month, or if you're planning to do NaNoWriMo. Somehow I'm going to try and do both. Like I said, I did already finish 1 book this month, and I have over 1,000 words. I believe I have 1,400 something words written, because I had 1,100 something last night, and then I carried it into today, which is November 2nd. So we're getting pretty decent with the November NaNoWriMoing, and okay with the books. Like I said, I have 1 under my belt, but it was just this short one, so it was fun. And yeah, that's all I've got for you guys today. If you want to check out my other videos, I'll leave some of the ones I talked about and kind of alluded to over on the side for you. And if you want to subscribe, my face will be right here, as well as the button down there. You can hit the bell icon to be notified when I post new videos on Mondays and Fridays. No more Wednesdays. Those are only special days. So yeah, there's that. I already did the day/night thing, huh? Alright, bye.